What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. Throwing up X-Defiant gameplay today because I don't want you guys to have to sit through any type of Call of Duty gameplay after the complete and utter embarrassment that is Season 4 of Black Ops 6 and Warzone. What was that seasonal update? Like, the content to begin with was underwhelming, but this entire update is a complete and utter mess. And I wouldn't be so hot, I wouldn't be so frustrated if this was the first time. But it's not. It's not. This happens consistently. And who is it that suffers? It's not the developers. It's not those making all the money off the cosmetics. It's the community. People love this game, despite its flaws, despite its problems. They look forward to it after work. And guess what they're met with? Incompetency. All the time. It's not good enough. And yet people are going to fall over themselves and buy the Season 4 Battle Pass, buy Black Cell, buy the new Ballerina bundle because, hey, I get a Gooner skin. Isn't that hilarious? But that's not the response that we should be giving them. We shouldn't be responding to their incompetence with rewarding it. We should be responding to it with boycotts. And yeah, I get it. Calling for a boycott's never going to work. But man, maybe we should. Maybe we should get together and say enough's enough. Like, I'll give Activision this. I'll give them credit. Season 3 was a good update. They took their time, they delayed it, and they focused on the player. Weird that when they focus on the player, we get a better update. Weird when they focus on stability, it works. But ever since Season 3 released, they've slowly but surely ensured that our experience deteriorates. Season 3 Reloaded released, matchmaking problems, a ton of them. Stability issues started to come back. And then Season 4 releases, where you have mid-game crashes, a bunch of stuttering, games that won't load, servers that won't work. Good job. Somebody over at Activision deserves a raise, I guess, right? Because this is what they care about. Because you know what is working right now? The store. You know what they have done is inject ads into Create a Class on a $70 game. Hey, we know you've spent $70. Or maybe you're playing Call of Duty like me on Game Pass. We know you're spending 25 bucks a month, 30 bucks a month on this. But please give us more money so we can in turn give you more crap. Whether it's AI generated content or embarrassing updates like what we received with Season 4. It's not good enough. And it hasn't been for years. This seasonal content update release schedule or whatever they're doing right now is a failure. A complete and utter failure. The game has not gotten better. The franchise has not gotten better. If anything, it's gotten far worse. But don't worry, we get all this free content. Isn't that great? It'd be great if the game worked. It'd be great if we had an anti-cheat. It'd be great if the servers were stable. It'd be great if you could play things like campaign or zombies offline. But guess what? You can't. Because reasons. We need to make sure everything's always online. You can't download all the textures either. We need to texture stream, which puts further strain on our already decaying servers. But don't worry, spend more money in the store, please. Here's another ad. It won't be long until you want to pull up the scoreboard and you'll see ads for bundles on the scoreboard. Or you're sitting waiting to get into a game and on the loading screen, it's an ad for a bundle. Because please give this company more money. Please reward them further for what they are delivering. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing from a company standpoint. Like, if I worked at Treyarch right now, I'd be embarrassed with this update. If I worked for Activision and represented them, I'd be embarrassed. If I was one of those shareholders, I'd be embarrassed. But guess what? None of them care. The people that are going to be held accountable for this are people that don't see the rewards of the constant loyalty that this community provides Call of Duty, the constant rewards they provide Call of Duty. No, the people that are going to be held accountable are low-level developers, maybe interns. Who knows? because it's their fault and not those managing them. Because heaven forbid somebody actually be held accountable that allowed this to be sent out. This should never have went live. And the amount of times you could say that over the course of the last 6 years is far more than it ever should be. But this is what consistency is now in Call of Duty. The one thing that you can trust, that you can consistently rely on, is them to screw you. Them to release something of just gross incompetence, but still expect you to spend money in the store. But don't worry, guys, there will be a free gift of double XP. Don't you love that? Don't you love some double weapon XP? Here you go. Here's a 15-minute token that starts counting down the second you redeem it. Not while you're playing the game, not while you're in a match. No, the second you redeem it. And maybe it'll take longer for you to find that match. Maybe the game will crash during that match. And guess what? That free gift we gave you is worthless, useless, because it's going to take you 15 minutes to reboot the game up. Because guess what? Update requires restart. Update requires restart. Really? What other game has that? What other game has its own separate launcher like COD HQ that eats up precious memory in your hard drive? Yeah, this franchise is down bad. They really don't know what the players want, and it's telling. But don't worry, they're still going to make their money. And this is where the true embarrassment lies. Because it's the clowns of this community that continuously open their wallets and spend the money. And you'll be able to find them out when you're playing Black Ops 6, when you're playing Warzone. They're going to be the ones running around in the ballerina skin. They're going to be the ones utilizing the skins that are available in the Battle Pass. Because you know those people spent their money on rewarding this embarrassment of a game. This embarrassment of a franchise. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. But it's true. They have fallen. They used to believe in passion. They used to believe in some sort of standard. But that's all gone now. It's all gone now in favor of this new games as a service idea. The problem is the service they're delivering is subpar. It pales in comparison to what they provided back in 2009. If you wanted to make MW2, Black Ops 1, MW3, Black Ops 2 as a live service experience, it would have been done 10 times better than what we're receiving right now. What we're receiving right now is a joke. What we're seeing right now with Call of Duty is the culmination of a product from a bunch of yes men. A bunch of people that are scared to go against the grain, to go against authority in fear of them potentially losing their job. Oh, I guess we're not going to stand up and fight for something that would actually help this franchise forward, push it forward, make it better than it is now. No, let's continue to regress. Let's continue to provide the bare minimum. Let's continue to insult our own fans. This is why I think I'm going to cancel my Game Pass subscription. I'm going to move everything to PlayStation. I'm going to play there. I don't want to support this franchise anymore. I legitimately don't. I might get that MW3 mod, play some of that, because that was actually developed by people who care about this franchise, unlike Black Ops 6, which clearly isn't developed by people that care about this franchise. It's just the means to make more money. Yeah, I'd rather support projects that are filled with passion, filled with people that want to take accountability when they make mistakes. I don't see Call of Duty taking accountability. Who's the person to blame here? Back when Call of Duty was at its height, when it was at its best, you could point to David Von der Haar. You could point to Robert Bowling. You could point to Mark Rubin. You can't do that anymore. Who do you point to? No one. Because it's a faceless company that chooses to not take accountability, chooses to hide behind the curtain, because heaven forbid they ever take any public backlash. Oh no, our game sucks? Guess that's on you. That's your fault. You're the one playing it. It's a joke. And I'm tired of being the butt end of it. I'm tired of being looked at as an endless ATM for their own bottom line. It's time for us to finally do something about this. I'm sick and tired of this. You deserve better. I really wish I could get through to those that love this game, that stand for this game, and say you deserve a better game. You deserve a more competent experience. You do not deserve the nonsense that's being peddled to you by this grossly incompetent company, by this embarrassment of a development team. And don't worry, guys, you think anything's going to change with Black Ops 7 coming out? Really? Are you that naive? The same developers that brought you this are going to bring you Black Ops 7. But don't worry, I guess we have to wait the whole year and give it time to see what it's truly going to become. I remember a time where we based our expectations on the game when it released. Oh, the game isn't good enough at launch? We should actually hold them accountable for that. Oh, the game isn't worth $70 at launch? Hold them accountable. Don't expect them to just, oh, it'll get better over time. No, that's not how Call of Duty works. This isn't Cyberpunk. This isn't GTA, where you have this long runway for the game. You have a year. And to say that you expect the game to just all of a sudden be great at the end of the year is a complete another joke. What are you, just playing a beta for 12 months? And then finally when the new Call of Duty comes out, that's the game in a complete state? That's what you paid $70 for? A beta? Heck, that's what we are now. Especially with Black Ops 7 on the way. This is a beta. And when they bring wall running in and they bring double jumping in and bring maps that don't incorporate those types of movement mechanics, it's going to be a disaster. But I'm sure a lot of you are going to fall over yourselves to not only defend this embarrassment of a development team, defend this embarrassment of a franchise, but you're going to open your wallets for them. You're going to say, take my money willingly. Here, I worked hard for this. Take it. Because you need it more than I do. What a joke. I don't really have much else to say here. Season 4 has been a complete and utter mess. If that was my work that I put out, and I was being paid like the developers that develop Call of Duty are paid, I'd be embarrassed. I'd be laying awake at night. How did I do that? Like, I make smaller mistakes at work that haunt me at my job. I make mistakes on this YouTube channel that provides me, like, no income that haunt me. Heck, I make mistakes in my everyday life that haunt me more than I think these developers get haunted by what they're producing, by what they're releasing to millions of players. This is what you wanted to accomplish in life? This level of incompetency just to display to the entire world that you don't know what you're doing? You're not good at this? Give me a break, man. You should do better. It's time to get rid of yes men. It is. Have some dissenting voices around you, because that's how you actually achieve something called innovation, something called brilliance. That's what Call of Duty used to be. They used to accept dissenting voices. They used to accept feedback. They used to accept criticism. But now it's all deflect, deflect, deflect. Oh, the community is so toxic. No, you're toxic. You're the one expecting me to lower my standards, expecting me to lower my expectations of a franchise that has been around since I've been in high school. A franchise I played since I was in high school. I didn't even have my license when I started playing COD 4. Now I have a company vehicle. Funny how that works. I don't know why I needed to say that. That was nonsense. But the point is, the franchise used to care about quality. They used to have a standard for themselves. The standard's gone. And what's been replaced is this. A mess of an update, a mess of a franchise, and a fan base that is begging for somebody to dethrone them. So, Curious who that's going to be. We always knew Call of Duty would kill itself. We just didn't know it would look like this. Anyways, that's it for the video today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. What do you guys think of Season 4? Love to hear that as well. And that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.